Hello, Brandon Williams here today. Today's my how-to, pretty much a demonstrative presentation. Today, I'm going to teach you how to tune a drum. Here's my drum here. First of all, here's my presentation. Let's start here. Music. What is music to me? Music to me is a joy of my soul. It is literally what got me active in church. I heard the word of God, but when I was younger, I just needed something to do. And the first thing you see in most churches is the choir. You hear the music and you love the ambience of the place. But music is just so amazing. And the importance of a music beat. Music is like, it softens your heart for the word of God to come forth. But two, the importance of the beat, it's like having your heartbeat inside of your chest and your body. Without a heartbeat, it's kind of hard to operate your body. The beat starts off the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. Any beat gives you motion to music. In other words, you can't play anything on a grand staff without a beat. So, secondly, you have to identify certain sounds. That means, what sound are you looking for when you're tuning a drum? There's so many different types of sounds you can get. Some people like the trash can sound, hot plastic sound. Some people like a warm, mellow tone. Some people like a very tight, hard-hitting sound. It just depends the environment. For me, I like it really soft and monotone because I used to do a lot of live recordings, and I get a lot of resistance once you hit the stick on the tongue. Know your drum wood. This drum here is a Yamaha Stage Custom. It is a part of a series that I'm very fond of. This is a birch wood. You can see it kind of in there. People say, why does wood matter? The wood matters because it gives you a different sound. Let's just say you wanted a really, really soft tone, and for years you've been wondering why your drum wouldn't give you that. It was simply because you had the wrong type of wood drum. They have maple, they have birch, they have mahogany. There's so many different types of wood you can use. Then know your drum head. This is like getting oil in your car. This is like women loving nail polish. This is like Farrakhan and his bow ties. There's always something just specific about something that you like. For instance, this is a C2 Evans drum head, which is very thick. So when you hit it, it really won't break on you unless you have like an axe. But the sound this gives you from that, when I put it on there and tighten it up, you'll see a whole lot of the difference. Apply the head and do your test. Here we go. The first thing you do is get the tom and you set it up. This is called a tom. It's about I want to say 10-inch tom. You get it and you put the head on there, and you got to know where this face is on the drums. This clamp here hooks into the drum, so I'm kind of perfection freak. I kind of always line it up right. You take the rim, you place it over top, and it's pretty much like screwing in a screw into the wall. You just find the holes, and you screw till it's not tight, but it's flush. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second, because if you make it too tight, you'll start the tuning process before it's time. So, I'm going to go through all of this, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in 1 second. But no, drums were my first love. Literally, my first love. Drums have taken me all around this world. I've played in Tongchang, Korea. I played in Germany. I played in Japan. I've been on tour with people. But once I started preaching the word of God, I had to settle down because my people needed me more than me being on the road. But every now and then, I still get out there and play just a little bit, especially when the youth have something and they surprised I can still play. But once you get these all screwed in, there's two heads. There's a top head, which is the one you hit, and the bottom head that gives you a better sound. And it takes a little time, but I want to tell you this. You must have a drum key to get this done the right way. See, I got the first head applied and I screwed all the knobs on. Now it's time for me to apply the bottom head. And now I'm going to do the same process. Yeah, making all this noise. Sorry, y'all. And I mean, there's no right or wrong way. It just depends on your preference of music and the sound that you want from your instrument. So, while I'm tuning this, drums have literally kept me off the streets when I was younger because I grew up in a kind of bad neighborhood. Drums, literally from the time I was 2-3 years old, I sat and hit my grandmother's crystal pots and pans, and she wasn't too happy about that, but she loved me enough to let me do it. So, now that I got these pretty tight, you can do the hand test. Hear that? It sounds like a trash bag. So what you do is quarter turn, and you go diagonally across, another quarter turn, and you go clockwise. Quarter turn. That was like a full turn because it's not tight enough. Quarter turn. And you keep going clockwise. Quarter turn. Almost a different sound. Almost. But we got to make for sure none of the plastic's loose or it sounds pretty terrible. But mind you, this is the bottom of the head. This is not the part that I hit. But this also makes a key factor into it. Now, the fun part. I have to make sure all of these are tight, as in tight with the hand, not with the drum key. Just making sure they're all level and tight, because now the tuning process begins. And when you tune it, it'd be better if you have a drumstick. That's what you hit it with anyway. You take it, and you hear the sound now. It sounds pretty awful. But like I said, quarter turn, clockwise. Quarter turn, quarter turn. It's getting better. Let's keep trying. Another quarter turn. Another quarter turn. Almost there. And now I hear a little rattling, so I'm going to turn it back over and see what's loose up underneath the bottom. And you tighten that to get that sound to go away. That's how you tune a drum. Thank you so much for your time.